Good afternoon, everyone. Today I want to talk about a subject that is increasingly affecting our health and well-being, ultra-processed foods. While convenience and taste often drive our food choices, it is crucial that we understand how these foods impact not just our bodies, but our minds and overall well-being. Ultra-processed foods are those products that have been significantly modified from their original form. They are manufactured using a combination of industrial ingredients and additives such as preservatives, artificial flavors, sweeteners, emulsifiers, and colorants. Think of the brightly packaged snacks, frozen dinners, sugary cereals, and fast food items that dominate store shelves and restaurant menus. These foods are engineered for maximum taste and shelf life, but at what cost? First, let's talk about the impact on the body. Numerous studies have shown that diets in high and ultra-processed foods are linked to a variety of health issues. For instance, these foods often contain levels of added sugars, unhealthy fats, and excessive sodium. Such components contribute directly to chronic diseases like obesity, type 2 diabetes, cardiovascular disease, and certain forms of cancer. The body simply isn't designed to process the synthetic ingredients found in these foods, which can lead to inflammation and a compromised immune system. Take, for example, obesity. One of the most pressing public health crises we face today. Research indicates that the caloric density and lack of fiber in ultra-processed foods can lead to overconsumption without providing the necessary nutrients that our bodies need to function optimally. This imbalance promotes weight gain and disrupts metabolic health, setting the stage for long-term health complications. The excessive intake of refined sugars and fats in these foods can lead to insulin resistance, a precursor to diabetes, and can cause fatty deposits to build up in the arteries, increasing the risk of heart disease. Beyond physical health, let's consider the mind. The mind, too, feels the impact of the diet rich in ultra-processed foods. Studies have linked high consumption of these foods to increased risks of depression and anxiety. The reason? Ultra-processed foods can negatively affect the gut-brain axis, the communication network between your digestive system and your brain. The gut houses a vast number of neurons and produces about 90% of the body's serotonin, the hormone that influences the mood. When we consume unhealthy foods, it disrupts the gut microbiota, leading to imbalances that can contribute to mental health issues. Essentially, a diet lacking in whole, nutritious foods can affect your mood, focus, and emotional resilience. To illustrate this point further, think about how you feel after eating a meal full of whole, fresh ingredients compared to how you feel after eating a fast food burger and fries. The immediate satisfaction from fast food is often followed by sluggishness, fatigue, or even guilt. This is because ultra-processed foods often lead to blood sugar spikes and crashes, which can result in mood swings and energy dips. Over time, these fluctuations can contribute to more severe mental health problems, including chronic stress and depression. When your body is consistently deprived of the nutrients, it needs to produce neurotransmitters like serotonin and dopamine. Maintaining a positive and stable mood becomes significantly harder. Moreover, ultra-processed foods, I'm going to have a little helper now, often contain artificial ingredients that can overstimulate our brain's reward system. Foods with high levels of refined sugars, fats, sugar, the release of dopamine, the feel-good neurotransmitter. While this might create a short-lived high, repeated exposure can lead to dependency and reduced sensitivity over time, fueling unhealthy eating patterns and even addiction. This not only affects your eating habits, but can spill over to other aspects of life, impacting productivity, focus, and general cognitive health. Over time, these eating patterns contribute to a cycle of seeking out more unhealthy foods to achieve the same dopamine response, reinforcing poor dietary habits and impairing the brain's natural ability to regulate itself. Then there's also the matter of overall well-being aspect. Ultra-processed foods are designed for convenience, to fit into our busy modern lifestyle. However, the irony is that while they save time in the short term, they rob us of quality and longevity in the long run. The cumulative toll on our physical and mental health reduces the overall quality of life. Chronic illnesses require time, money, and emotional energy to manage, ultimately diminishing life satisfaction and well-being. Considering the healthcare costs associated with treating conditions linked to poor diet, when individuals become dependent on medication and treatment for lifestyle diseases, it affects not just their own quality of life, but also places the burdens on families and societies as a whole. An equally important aspect to address is how ultra-processed foods impact children and young adults. Young people are particularly vulnerable to marketing and often form lifelong eating habits during their formative years. With the prevalence of sugary snacks, processed lunch options, and heavily advertised junk food, many children develop preferences for these unhealthy choices early on. This sets them up for a future filled with dietary challenges and related health issues. Moreover, studies have shown that poor diet in childhood is linked to reduced academic performance, lower energy levels, and behavioral problems. The brain's development is significantly influenced by the quality of nutrition they receive. And when children rely heavily on ultra-processed foods, their cognitive development can be hindered. So what can we do to mitigate these harmful effects? The answer lies in returning to a more natural diet, one filled with whole, unprocessed, or minimally processed foods. Emphasize fresh fruits and vegetables, whole grains, lean proteins, and healthy fats. Preparing meals at home can help you avoid the hidden sugars and additives found in packaged foods, giving you control over what you consume. Small changes like choosing water over sugary drinks, incorporate more fiber-rich foods, and reducing fast food intake can make a substantial difference in both your physical and mental health. Making these changes does not mean you have to give up convenience entirely. Simple strategies such as meal prepping, learning to read ingredient labels, and choosing minimal processed alternatives can make healthy eating more manageable. For instance, choosing plain yogurt over flavored options or whole grain bread over white bread can significantly reduce your intake of added sugars and unhealthy fats. Start small. Maybe replace one ultra-processed meal a week with a homemade dish, and gradually build on those changes. Each step you take brings you closer to a better health. In conclusion, the next time you reach a convenient snack or a quick meal, think about what you're putting into your mind and body. Remember that the short-term ease of ultra-processed foods comes with significant long-term costs. Prioritizing a diet rich in is not just an investment in your health, it's an investment in your overall. Sambo! What did you do? Well, I guess I wanted you guys to see something. Basically, I just want to encourage you all to make mindful choices that spoke with your body and your mind. Thank you.